Good morning, readers.
Good morning.
I'm very excited that I'm here with you today. So today we're going to talk about character. And we all read books that have characters in them. I'm going to tell you a story. When I first started teaching, I was really nervous about my class because I didn't know who my students were going to be. I didn't know anything about what they liked. I didn't know anything about what they looked like. I didn't know anything about their hobbies and what they thought was fun. I got really nervous. And then the first day of school happened, and all the faces came in, and I said, ooh, that person's wearing a Giants jersey. They must love the Giants. Ooh, that one has a new pencil case. They must really like the color blue because the pencil case is blue. And I noticed all these things about my students. And as the year went on, I got to know them really, really, really well. And when we read books, we get to know our characters really, really, really well. And we start our book, and we might not know anything about them. But then we see what they do, and we listen to what they say, and we see their actions, and then we get to know them, and they become our friends. And what we're going to do today is we're going to listen to a book, and we're going to try and figure out some character traits about our character. We're going to see what their personality is like, so what they like to do, and what they think. And the book that I'm going to read to you today is called My Rotten, Redheaded Older Brother. And I'm going to read it to you. But I'm also going to talk about the book while I read it. So every time I put the book on my lap, that means I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking in my head. So I'm going to read the book, but I'm also going to tell you what I think about the book. I really need you to be good listeners, okay, readers? Okay. My brother and our mother and I all lived with my grandparents on their farm in Michigan. Now, my babushka, my grandmother, knew lots of things. She knew just how to tell a good story. She knew how to make ordinary things magical. And she knew how to make the best chocolate cake in Michigan. After she told my brother and me a grand tale from her homeland, we'd always ask, Bubby, is that true? She'd answer, of course it's true, but it may not have happened. Then she'd laugh. Now, I knew that she loved me all right, but I couldn't quite understand how she could even like my older brother, Richard. He had orange hair that was like wire, he was covered in freckles, and he looked like a weasel with glasses. The one thing that my bubby didn't seem to know was how perfectly awful my brother really was. Mind you, he was always nice whenever she was around us. But as soon as she leave, he would do something terrible to me, and laugh. So, this little girl sounds just like me because I have an older brother. And my brother used to make me feel the same way. So I can tell from what she just said how he was never nice when she was around him, that she was maybe really, 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 annoyed. She was annoyed, and she felt annoyed because he was never nice around her. There were so many things that I couldn't stand about him. The worst was that he always was telling me he could do just about everything better than me. Bet I can pick more blackberries than you, he jeered at me one day. No, you can't. Can so. Cannot. Can, he whispered. Not, I said louder. Can, he whispered. So low that I could hardly hear him. Not, I screamed back. I could tell from this page when she screamed not at him that she is really, really angry still. She might also be a little jealous because she can't do the things that he can do really well. We both picked berries for most of the afternoon. Well, he upped and did it. He not only picked more berries than I, he set a record that wasn't even challenged for the next hit. You make me sick, Richard Carver. I yelled at him. Then he smiled. Them. Okay, readers. I heard some people that she was really I heard ideas. I guess I would have to face it. He could run the fastest, climb the highest, throw the farthest, sit the longest, get the dirtiest, burp the loudest, and spit the farthest. He had no equal, certainly not me. And I'm 4 years older than you, always have been and always will be, he sneered. Be around to help you. That's it. Like, that's the mini lesson.